and welcome. You're tuned into Buy Now, Sell Now and ET Now. I'm Shrishti Sharma. With me is Soumeet Sarkar. And viewers, this is the show where you get answers for all your stock-related queries. In a short while from now, we will connect with our experts and on to the Buy Now, Sell Now lens. We're going to be focusing on the hot sector of the day, and that is indeed telecom. But before that, let's have a quick look what the markets are up to. So the fearful bull run continues on the benchmark indices, and what we are seeing is that Nifty has scaled past comfortably above that 24,000 mark. 24,142 is what we are trading at. Apart from Bank Nifty is also trading in the green right now, but today the breadth of the market is quite favorable and is tinted on the favors of the advances. If we talk about some of the sectors that are buzzing today, then clearly the pharma is leading from the front, and apart from that, that's interesting to note that oil and gas space is also taking a good front seat. If we talk about some of the gainers, then ONGC, Reliance, as well as from the likes of MGL and IGL are seen to be buzzing. But on the flip side, some bit of a profit booking in the stock of Bharti Airtel is what we are witnessing. Some of the IT names like HCL Tech on the back of the block deal is seen to be declining or still in the red, and some of these private banking names which have seen great run up in the recent past, moving and helping the move in the Bank Nifty. Stocks like IndusInd Bank, Axis Bank, as well as Kotak Mahindra Bank are seeing some bit of a profit booking in trade right now. But let's move on and let's shift focus and put the spotlight on the telecom space then. And we have the Soumeet with us, and Soumeet tracks this sector closely. So Soumeet, just yesterday post market we did see Reliance announcing its tariff hike, and now it's Bharti Airtel. Tell us, how are the tariffs hike being done versus the expectation, and what kind of impact we can have on their financials?
Well, on versus expectation, the tariff hikes are pretty much in line with what the street was expecting. Now, Reliance Jio took the first move and increased the tariffs by around 12.5 to 25 odd percent, and something which is much more than what actually Bharti Airtel did. Now, Bharti Airtel took a hike of around 10 to 21 odd percent. Now, something common between both the tariff hikes of Bharti Airtel and Reliance Jio is that unlike the previous two instances where the tariffs were raised only for the prepaid segment, this time tariffs have been raised also for the postpaid segment. Now, Reliance Jio has increased the postpaid tariffs by around 12.5% to 17 odd percent, while Bharti Airtel has increased the postpaid tariffs by around 10 to 20 odd percent. Apart from that, one more thing that is something different that has been done by Reliance Jio this time's tariff hike is that earlier 5G data was freely available for every customer. But now Reliance Jio has put a cap. Only those customers who are on plan that have 2 GB or more of that data per day will only be getting the 5G services going forward. So in short, earlier a customer used to get 5G data for 155 rupees plan. Now he will get a 5G data only for the 349 rupees plan. So a kind of monetization that Reliance Jio has done for 5G data. But Airtel has not taken any such moves on that front. They have still kept the 5G data free for all. Apart from that, the most popular plan for Reliance Jio, that was the 239 and the 299 plan, there the hike has been around 17 to 25 odd percent, while for Bharti Airtel, if you see the most popular plan, which was the 299 plan, there the hike is around 17 odd percent. So kind of similar hikes that we have seen for the popular plan as well. And one more thing different that Bharti Airtel has done is that they have also increased a tariff for voice heavy plans and not data heavy plans. But on that front, Reliance Jio has actually not increased the tariff when it comes to Jio phone plans. So for Reliance Jio, the Jio phone plans remain the same like they were earlier. But for Bharti Airtel, we have seen an increase when it comes to the voice only plan, and that's where the risk is coming in, and what street is expecting is that could lead to most 2G subscriber churn for Bharti Airtel. These 2G subscribers could move out from Bharti Airtel and could come into Reliance Jio, so that could benefit Jio going forward, but that remains to be seen currently. Apart from that, what could be the financial impact of this for Reliance Jio? What the street is expecting is that this could result into an ARPU increase of around 15 to 18%, but obviously this will not happen in in just one quarter. It will happen over a period of time. So it might take at least 3 quarters to completely realize this benefit of tariff hike. And this tariff hike again could lead to an increase in EBITDA of around 16 odd percent, for 19 odd percent for Reliance Jio's quarterly EBITDA. For Reliance Industries quarterly EBITDA, that could boost by around 6 odd percent over a period of time, not in one quarter. For Bharti Airtel, they are expecting a revenue growth of around 15 odd percent, analyst is expecting, and that could lead to an Bharti Airtel consolidated EBITDA growth of also around 12 to 13 odd percent. So also again over a period of time, it's not happening in one quarter. So that's the financial benefit coming in for Bharti Airtel and Reliance Jio.
All right, Soumeet, thank you so much for explaining us what this tariff hike means for the company, their impact on their financials, and why indeed the stocks are reacting in this way. Some bit of a profit booking indeed we are seeing on the stock of Bharti Airtel and even Vodafone Idea. But with this, let's move on, and it's time to welcome both of our experts on the show today and try to get their perspective on the telecom space. Would like to welcome Hemen Kapadia on the technical front, as well as to guide us fundamentally today, Avinash Gorakshakar is with us. A very good morning to both of you, and thank you so much for your time. The news flow is out there, but Hemen, wanted to understand that how are these counters placed technically, as well as any of the stock that still looks attractive to you at this point, because in the recent while we have seen great moves on Bharti Airtel, Reliance, even Industars and Vodafone Idea as well. So Hemen, what's your view technically and any of your top bets at this point?
A very good morning to you, Srishti. Thank you for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure. Like you said, they've all moved, Srishti. Very valid point. Voda has moved, Reliance has moved, Bharti has moved, everything has moved. Having said that, Voda has underperformed Vodafone for last 5 years. Now things are beginning to look up. So technically, despite the woeful underperformance over the last 5 years, still looks relatively better than the others. But there's a virtual roadblock at 20. But yeah, it's formed a major consolidation phase between 6 on the downside and 18 on the upside. And we are just on the cusp of coming out from that range. So Vodafone Idea would be an interesting high risk bet. The easiest one would be Reliance, Shishti, because Reliance has taken 21 weeks from 2720 to 3018. It's taken 21 weeks to consolidate and finally give a breakout. And I think before the tariff hikes came in, Reliance had given a breakout the day before. So a bit late in the day, but yeah, Reliance still would have a few hundred rupees left on the upside. Bharti has gone up one way, so I'm not sure if it makes sense to chase Bharti. So I would say not a very short-term call, but it would be Voda, Reliance, and Bharti from that pecking order.
Avinash, fundamentally, which telecom stock is looking the best bet for you, as per you at this moment?
I think we continue to be positive on Bharti Airtel. I think considering the fact that it's one of those companies where not only the ARPUs have remained steady, most importantly, subscriber additions in the last 3 to 6 months have been constantly increasing. If you look at Vodafone, I think the biggest challenge for them is that they carry a huge amount of debt on the balance sheet, and they've been losing customers quite significantly. So I think Bharti Airtel definitely qualifies as a good bet. Of course, Reliance Jio, which is part of Reliance Industries, can obviously be looked upon on declines. But Bharti Airtel, I believe, once the ARPU benefit trickles down to the profitability numbers, we could see strong traction in profitability for FY25. And plus, their 5G rollout is also going to be pretty aggressive in the coming year. So I think Bharti Airtel, even at the current odd levels, in the morning we saw a spike up in the stock, thereafter some profit booking. But I think clearly Bharti seems to be well positioned. And I think you could possibly see levels of 1550 if you have a 12 to 15 month kind of time frame.
So that's the take coming in on the telecom stocks. But with this, viewers, it's time to slip into a very short break in this edition of Buy Now Sell Now. Don't go anywhere. As we come right back, it's time to take all your stock-related queries.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.